Oh, hey everybody. It's me, Starvox, and I'm back for another episode of the SPT show. And in this one, I'm here at the labs to start out anyways, because I'm going to be talking about custom weapons and how to get them and how to find them, and how to assemble them and how to put them to use and everything like that. And I almost never come to the labs because it's a really difficult place to fight, even with a helpful SAIN preset on my side. It's always good to punish these guys by shooting them in the foot, though, whenever they present it to me. So, in terms of custom weapons, I actually have in my hand, ow, right now, Mechanics Custom STM, which is a variant, ow, oh, my stomach, of the STM-9, which is fully automatic and can really pack a wallop. Performs very well, ouch. And is a lot of fun to use. Right now I've got a drum magazine fitted onto it. Wow, this is really dangerous. Time to go. Also in my, ow, my arm. Ow, inventory. Give me some Propital. Is Mechanics Custom Benelli shotgun. Which is much more effective when I can actually see who I'm shooting at. Yeah, finally got that guy, wow. It's so chaotic. Whew. Oh boy. Good stuff, only 5 left in that one. Ammunition usage in labs tends to be very liberal and very, very expensive. But it's totally worth it to show off these fun things. So let me reload this Benelli shotgun and see if I can... Okay, I can flip it to semi-auto, so I won't have to actually engage the pump to reload anymore. That must be what makes this particular model special. Unless the Benelli can already do that on its own. In which case, I'm gonna have to check it out. And, I will, because we're going to be going into my inventory screen after I run around here a little bit more and probably get killed by these PMCs. And I'll assemble some of these weapons, and you'll get to see how I keep them in my inventory and stuff. No, it's no real secret, I just haven't really shown much about the traders, or the modding, or the inventory, anything in this game. Because most of the things that I wanted to talk about were actual in-raid, like gameplay mechanics that were super fun and new and really interesting and had my attention, so now we can kind of go a little bit behind the scenes, and of course everybody knows what it's like, but not everybody can make full use of SPT, or knows how to just yet anyway, because they haven't seen this video. Ah, give me that. Wait. There we go. And hopefully by the end of this episode you will know or have some good idea about how to acquire these cool weapons. Ones like them, from other mods included. Like I had 2 lighters for some reason. How far can I make it against these guys? I don't know about you, but when I come to the labs, I tend to die pretty quickly. If I can move quickly enough, surprise somebody so that they don't have time to aim and shoot at me, I might just make it through. Wrong. Aha! Oh my god, there's 2 of them! Oh! Right, so now that I've died, first things first. I am using the CNN Containers mod, as well as the MFAC mod, and, well, the MFAC Shop and Modules mods, which adds Alice as a custom trader into the game. She has custom weapons and ammunition types. Most of the weapons are fully automatic variants of things that are already in the game, as well as stuff like this, black G28, which looks very cool and stylish. So, for me, this is how I keep my inventory at the moment. I've got 2 boxes up at the top to manage all of my weapons and stuff. This is where I keep them all stored. Munitions for all of the ammunition and magazines magazines that I need to offload and keep or destroy eventually. This box right here is specifically for guns unique to the SPT Realism Mod. These are the custom trader weapons, which Mechanic has most of them. I have Skier's VPO, and if there are more than this that I don't know about, please let me know. These are just the ones that I've found and that I've enjoyed using and putting together so far. And this combination is pretty good for close range, that is when I'm not up against high-powered PMCs in the labs, you know how it goes. I'm also, let's see here, I've got an M case. What's the M case for? M case stands for mod case, that's right. They're mod cases and equipment cases. The equipment case right here I've got for, like, you know, body equipment things, body blessings, like I said before. These are the OP items that you can wear to protect from instant death most of the time. It's not always super effective, but it can help if you're having a whole lot of trouble. Optics over here, furniture over here, and my grenades are all up in this case right here. Bunch of juice-like medication in this one. And of course, one big item case for my provisions, including a big jug of super water, and it's very important to drink water. If you're playing SPT Aki, make sure to drink water because you can end up playing it for a long time, you know what I mean? You can spend a long time, many hours at a time, playing SPT. You don't want to become dehydrated because it's very important that you're healthy for everyone else in your life. Okay, so for the custom weapons, there are lots of ways that you can go about this. I'm just kidding. You can actually do this right here. Let's go to the flea market. If you're like me, you've got it set up so that there's no blacklist for the flea market, and I also have the nameless maid and the little maid modded in so that I have pretty much the entire inventory of Tarkov completely available to me, and most of it is going to be available for 1 rupee because of the little maid mod. She has pretty much everything in her store, and it's all available for a single rupee. That's going to be very useful for another mod that we're going to demonstrate here shortly, but let me go in here to weapons, and we're going to go to the SMGs first, because let's go look for, let's see here, Mechanics Custom STM9. Now, if you notice, the entry for this is just the receiver. This is just the singular heart kit for this weapon. And it's kind of confusing, at least it was for me at first, because I was like, what the hell? That's it? Am I supposed to just... Like, what? Do I just put regular furniture on it? And the answer is yes. You can just completely kit it out and build it out as you normally would. However, we're not going to do that. We are going to do something special. We're going to use a mod called Trader Modding, and I'm going to right-click, come down to the bottom, and be like, bam. And this opens up the modding interface, but it's now special because it is connected to all of the traders in the game, including Little Maid, which means I have access to pretty much everything, and it's going to be really, really cheap. So what I did to build out the STM9 was I came in and selected a bolt that I liked. I'll put the avalanche on there for now. I'm gonna put a stock on here and be like, yeah, it's a cool PDW stock. I'll put that on there. Get a pistol grip, like one of these kind of hollowed out ones, you know, for weight reasons, of course, and do all that. And I can also pull up the info over here to make sure that all the changes I'm making are satisfactory. The drum magazine, great for ergonomics. Definitely want that on there for sure. Let's see here for the receiver, and of course, just like with the other modding interface, if you would need something that is missing from the weapon that you're putting together, it'll be red, so you can find it pretty quickly. I can see that the receiver is not available to buy through this interface, so I'm gonna have to do a regular linked search because the mod is not yet perfect. There's just so much inventory to go through and a lot of different trader and item values to manage. That's a lot of work, and I'm sure that a couple updates will really solve that problem very quickly. So what I'm gonna do is hit assemble. It's gonna tell me that I don't have all the parts that I need for this particular build, and I'm gonna go to buy them. Hit yes. Purchase all, Y to purchase them all. As you can see, they were each 1 rupee, no problem. Escape to go back, this is very important. Go up to the assemble key and push that. Then escape again, and yes to discard those changes. Now we've got this right here. And you'll see that that's much more useful for other weapons that have full access to the full game inventory in a moment. But that's how we're gonna get started with the STM9. So now I'm gonna be like linked search. Come up here to vital parts, receivers and slides, and I need this in particular. Let's get that, plug that in, and then try again. Go into Trader Modding, and now I should be able to just do everything as normal. There we go, I can buy a barrel. Let's see here, I'll get the 16-inch barrel. Wow, that's very long. And I can't see that with the info out, so let me do this. I guess I'll put the STM9 M8, or is that MB? I can't read that properly. Either way, I'm gonna put that brake on there. Probably MB for muscle break, right? Such a clever day today. Go over here and grab a hand grip, some sort of foregrip, and ooh, put that on there to make it look all nice and stylish and fit the actual body style of the weapon in general. And I guess I'll put, let's put the 4.1 inch handrail, rail attachment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not an escalator exactly. Get a foregrip on there, one that's textured and cool so that it fits my desire for a cool high fidelity customization. And then probably select the MRS because it's a low profile, very good reflex sight that I've been playing with in many games for many years at this point. Of course I could add more attachments along the barrel, but I probably don't want to put anything on top. If we can see right here that my ergonomics are super low because of probably the barrel length, the muzzle brake, and also this gigantic drum mag that's on the bottom, and also the PDW stock in general may be doing something. I could use a larger stock to affect greater change. Like for example, I could put the PRO on there, the F93 Pro. And what else could I do? I could put, oh, I see. I could actually put one of the combination attachments on the bottom of the barrel there. For example, the D-bal. Then I would have a flashlight and a laser on that little futuristic looking thing at the end of the weapon. And it looks really intense now. This should be pretty cool. And of course, let's do the same thing again. Let's hit assemble. Buy the parts necessary, hit yes. Purchase all. Yes again. Escape to go back. I think it'll cause a big problem if you do something like go back to character or traders or do any other menu switching from that particular point. You want to hit escape and come back to this right here. Do assemble. Escape again, discard the changes, and of course anything that was not used or taken off of the build is going to pop up in the inventory, and I'm just going to discard it because I'm tyrannical like that. Bam! And there we go. Mechanics Custom STM9, which is fully automatic and supremely dangerous. You can load all kinds of cool ammunition into it if you're using, for example, the ammunition that I am, which is the PBP ammunition, GZH. It's very high tax on your weapon. It does a lot of durability damage and requires a lot of costly repair and maintenance. Of course, I could go to Alice right here and get a perfect repair every time. So that's one down. What else can we find? Let's go into weapons, go into assault carbines, and check out over here Mechanics Custom SKS and the Custom OP SKS. I'm gonna buy this receiver right here, and then go to Trader Modding. Let's see how far I can get from here. Nice. So I can just pick the stock freely, get that freely, we should be good. Yep, I can do all the things that I want. So for a custom SKS, I want specifically the UAS chassis, because I think it looks the best, and I also think that it performs the best. I don't actually have any numbers on that, but when I put this stock on the SKS and I take it out into the field and I use it, I generally tend to do very well. And I also think that it looks really cool. Put that on there. I cannot attach a foregrip. Of course I could put one of these things on there, but the chief difference I think between this stock and the other one is that we can fit a mount onto the side of it, and I'm not sure if we can do that with the other one. I could, for example, come up here and attach the PSO, or I could give it one of the other scopes. I could use the PKAA. Such a bulky thing, but it does look cool, doesn't it? I can put some iron sights right there. Once again, can put more attachments on the front. I sometimes like to actually run with this particular stock using... Probably I did actually use the PK06 because I was like, oh, I never use that. It's kind of a problem for me. But on this particular stock for the SKS, it's kind of nice, kind of stylish. It just robs you of the ability for, you know, like, to put a scope on this rifle and then make full use of it, you know what I mean? Because you're probably going to use an SKS for long range, medium long range. Even though it's good at all ranges if you're me, because I really like the SKS and I like to use it. When sometimes it's not necessarily appropriate to use the SKS, but I like it a lot anyways, so I use it. I might put that on there because I think it's probably pretty cool. Get some muzzle compensation going. And then I probably won't put anything on the front of this right here, but the availability, of course, is there. Many options. Can do pretty much anything. Like add a magazine. Oh yeah, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Buy parts, yes. Purchase all, yes. Escape to go back. Assemble. and escape once again. Yes. And bam! There's Mechanics Custom OPSKS, which would definitely do some damage. Definitely do some more damage. Should we build another gun? Are you having a good time doing this? I'm having a good time, I hope you are. While I actually look for this, because I think what I'm probably going to do is go to the shotguns. I want to say, again, like I have been trying to make a point of doing... Oh, there it is, the Mechanics Custom Saiga as well, I forgot about that one. But, yeah, let's do the Saiga instead, because we already took a look at that Benelli real quick. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you again to all of you SPT mod developers. We super appreciate all of your hard work. And we also like communicating with you, so please continue to keep a presence on the SPT file base and any Discord servers that you like to spend time in. My Discord server is always available if you find any interest in wanting to hang out with me anytime. And I'm just super interested, you know what I mean? I want to know about the process of making these mods. It's so cool to stay on top of the updates and have a good time, you know, like testing them out and everything and seeing what problems get solved over time. It's just great. I'm really enjoying the process, and I'm really enjoying making the show and interfacing with all of you guys. It's been great. Please keep up the hard work. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. So we've pretty much built this thing all the way out. I'll go ahead and put a very normal expected optic on top of it, and then probably, oh yeah, put the knurled charging bolt on there for greater pulling action, of course. Hit assemble, buy parts, yes. Purchase all, yes. Escape. Assemble, escape, and yes. And bam, yet another custom weapon. So, as you can probably tell, the trader modding mod itself pretty much completely fixes the problem of having to manually search through, like, the flea market for parts for a weapon when doing any sort of builds, constructions, and modifications. It saves so much time and lets you make full use of this gorgeous, like, modding window so that you can see everything, and it's very, you know, intuitive, and it's just the way that you would want it to be. For me personally, to go through and do the old method, let's come in here for the shotguns, Mechanics Custom Benelli, purchase. I would always do it like this, and I'm sure that, you know, everybody else would too. I would right click, go to linked search, and then start expanding the collapsed menus and kind of just go down and be like, okay, well, I have to get this, and then I have to get a barrel. Collapse that, come up here, and I'm gonna have to, of course, get a stock, so I'll get the stock, and I have to think about maybe some mounts. Yeah, I'll get the mount. And then I need a magazine, of course, so I'll get the 7-shell magazine. I'm so sorry, that was my phone alarm going off. And then I'll come up here, I can't get a different charging handle. I just have to get the stock one, that's fine. And then, of course, some iron sights, maybe. Get the ghost ring. Okay, and then I go back to my inventory, and I've got all these parts. I can go bam, bam, and then bam. And of course, put that on there, and then this, and then the charging bolt, and then that. And then, haha, a complete weapon. Really, it's not a huge problem, but it is very time-consuming. And of course, if you're putting something together that's much more complex and has more attachments and functionality than the Benelli M3, it's not a whole lot of fun. It can really pull away from what seems like should be core functionality of the game, and kind of make the whole experience worse, just because it's so time consuming. And of course, Tarkov is one of those games where you sort of choose your handicaps, and it's sort of like wrong not to have certain handicaps, and there's like community pressure to have particular hardships in the game, so it's like, oh, you know, you shouldn't be having an easy time with this necessarily. It should be time consuming, but I don't know, I think a lot of us are now modern people with a lot of responsibilities, and some of us are aging, some of us have new careers, and some of us have, you know, changing and evolving family situations at home, or even new pets and stuff like that. Like me, I'm trying to balance a lot of times when I have to suddenly rush away from something that I'm doing, no matter what magnitude of work it is, to go handle like a small emergency or something. So to be able to save time when doing pretty much anything in the game is very valuable for me, and I think that it really doesn't break any sort of immersion. 75, 75, 75, 75. And then do that, and then, yep, do like that. Oh man, that's a lot of bullets. That's a lot of bullets. That's a lot of bullets. Okay. And now to pop back into Raid to demonstrate one more mod today that has come to my attention that I've been using and I think is really cool. And that is the That's Lit mod. No joke. So let me come over here and enable info. And as you can see up in the top left of the screen right now, there's a little meter. And that meter is going to respond to the conditions in the environment around me in regards to lighting and concealment. So That's Lit is a mod that's trying to make much more realistic the ability for characters to detect each other in shadows and through foliage. And it does a lot to expand on the SPT Realism Mod's influence in that way. In fact, it was actually built with SPT Realism, the SPT Realism Mod in mind. So they work well together without any problems right off the bat, and it's already been updated a couple of times. As you can see up there in the top left, it says foliage because I'm currently inside foliage, and I'm getting the bonus from that. And as I enter lighter and more darker conditions, the meter on the top, I think, will go, will move to the left and to the right, or will show values to the left and to the right, based on how visible I am. Even though right now, it doesn't seem to be moving at all. What happens if I plunge myself into deeper darkness? Nothing. I do remember seeing it move before, so let me see it here. Info's enabled. Less equipment check, no. Debug. Debug texture, nah. Enable, yes. Darkness impact scale. Scale, how AI noticing players slower due to darkness. Okay, so I could make that easier or more difficult for them to see me in the dark. The maps are all enabled. Final offset. Cool. Positive means AIs react slower and vice versa. Foliage impact scale. Global random overlook chance. The chance for all AIs to simply overlook in one vision check. Oh yeah, so that is a new mechanic as well. So if you're hidden or obscured in some way, there is a chance that the AI may just not notice you at all as they pass, which, as you know, is not a core element of the game as it is. Bots have an uncanny ability to detect you when you're sort of like directly in front of them, almost in any case, and even when you make yourself known to them from directly behind and from some distance away, they can still detect you. So that will definitely make things maybe easier for some, because they'll notice that now there aren't, like, you know, Doom enemies basically lasering them from in very unrealistic ways, and they can use cover to their advantage, you know? But it's much more realistic in that way, and I think there are much better applications in that way as well. Is the sniper up there? If he is, I can't see him. What I think I'll do is make my way across the map just a little bit, see if I can get that gauge to move around, and also see if maybe I can demonstrate the actual effects of the mod. Oh, I just saw someone run across the road up there. Man, there sure is a lot of distance to cover in Tarkov. So many meters to run, so much exercise to have. Oh. Someone has already been killed in that building. In case you were curious, no, the custom SKS cannot go fully automatic, despite the 75 round drum mag. I did wonder myself, but no. And it's okay. I can live with that. For now, I suppose. If I have to. Oh. Some have found each other. Whoa! Some have found me! Ah, jump! Get down! Holy moly. Seems pretty dangerous. My frames do go down with a lot of activity still, but not as badly as before. And I don't specifically know why. Tarkov really does weird things with graphics. I've been trying a bunch of different settings on and off and in different configurations to just... Oh, check that out. to test. And see how I can get performance to be. I still don't see that meter moving. I wonder if maybe it's just bugged for this session. I do remember seeing it function, so I'm not worried about that. It was kind of handy too, because like, oh my god! Okay. Is he gonna give me a moment to do this? Seems like it. Ah! So dangerous. Dude, back off. Give me some space. Oh no! Well, that's been the SPT show, number 10, actually. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to like this video. I've loved interacting with all you guys. Leave me a comment to tell me about anything that you want to see in future episodes. Oh, Brandon Pappas apparently killed me with a nice blue name and a gear and everything like that. Cool. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to expand on. Thanks again to all of you SPT mod developers. We super appreciate you. Please join me in my Discord server if you want some more help understanding SPT or just want to communicate with me on a more regular basis. And I hope you have a good day.